Video Productions live stream. We are right now on Alma Street South. Actually, we're on Alma Street North. This is back there by the tracks. But anyway, we're on Alma Street and we're gonna head towards Marion Street, and then we're gonna come back down Edinburgh to Bristol Street, do the little square, the little loop. So I was gonna do the live stream a little bit later tonight, but then I wasn't sure what the like, and I wasn't sure what my schedule would be like either, so I figured I have some time now. I'll get it done now, and for those of you guys who are gonna miss the stream, you guys can all watch it later. But I don't know how many people will tune in just because it is the middle of the day. It's about 1:30 right now, so it's the middle of the day. Everybody's working or at school, so I don't know how many people are in here, but we'll just go and do a stream, and whoever joins, great. But yeah, this is the third stream so far this week. Well, I guess in the last couple days, this is the third stream I've done. We did two yesterday, and we're doing one today, and possibly, if the weather's good, I might do another today, but who knows. I do these things on a whim. I don't like to give schedules because I do them on a whim, so, you know, I like to kind of keep it open in case I decide to, you know, suddenly do a live stream at, you know, whatever time. So, but yeah, right now we're at the intersection of Paisley and Alma Street. This is a kind of a notorious intersection in Guelph. There's been a couple pedestrians killed here, or hit. One was killed, a couple others were hit. I've walked this intersection for 6 years and knock on wood, haven't had any problems, but there has been a few accidents at that particular intersection. So, but yeah, so I don't know how these streams during the day do, because again, people are at work and people have things to do, so there might not be a lot of people that go up. But I see we have one person who joined the stream, so whoever that person, welcome to the stream. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat if you wish. We're right now on Alma Street North. We're approaching Marion Street. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of try to keep doing these walking videos as routinely as possible and kind of make it a regular thing. So, you know, I like doing them, and they're pretty popular by accounts, and they're easy to do. You know, I just get my camera out and start live and watch people join, and we chat with people on these streams, and you know, people are welcome to leave a comment if they wish. So there's Marion Street. We're gonna go to the next street. See, this is what I'm talking about. Plans change with me all the time, so I don't want to give a designated plan. Hello, welcome to the stream, that Fishy68. I hope I read that right. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. So yeah, right now we're on Alma Street North. We got a little bit of a north wind. It is minus 14 right now in Guelph with the wind. So it's pretty cold, but when the wind's not around, it's more like minus 9, and it's actually quite comfortable, surprisingly. But earlier this morning, it was minus 19 in the city of Guelph, so it was quite cold. But it's warmed up a little bit. Yes, I am in Canada. I am in the province of Ontario, in a city called Guelph. So yes, I am in Canada. So we're heading up. This is Suffolk Street. This is a residential area. We're doing a little bit of the residential areas today. I don't usually like to do the neighborhoods because I find the internet connection in the neighborhoods is kind of patchy, so I usually try to avoid the neighborhoods if I can, but so far we're doing okay. Let me know if you guys have any glitches. You're in Oakville. How's the weather in Oakville? Probably not much different than here. Oakville's a nice town. I've been there a couple times. It's really nice down by the water. Nice park down by the water, and it's very clean. Yeah, I like Oakville. Some beautiful houses there too. Some of the houses that I've seen for sale in Oakville are pretty nice. It's a little less cold. That's all right. That's good. I feel like down by the lakes, like closer to like Toronto, Mississauga, it's a little bit less cold. But where you're in the middle, kind of, you get the winds and the clouds are a little bit more heavy. But as you can see, it is sunny out today, which is surprising. It was kind of gloomy the last couple days. Are you in Canada? Yes, I am. After this stream, you should look up the Big Back song. Maybe I'll do that. Is it a good song? Is it a new song? Or is it a derogatory song? Look, they got some paving equipment here. A dump truck and a paver. Looks like they're going to be doing some asphalt work. Me too, you're in Canada? Well, welcome to the stream. Am I close to Lindsay? I would say I'm probably about an hour or a couple hours, maybe 2 hours from Lindsay, depending on traffic. It looks like Ontario. You would be correct. It is Ontario. Now this is Bagot Street and Suffolk. We're going to proceed straight to Edinburgh. Yeah, it's Guelph, Ontario. Guelph, Ontario is about, for those of you who don't know, it's about an hour west of Toronto. Maybe more like 40 minutes, depending on how light the traffic is. I always tell people an hour west of Toronto. So, but it's a sleeper community for Toronto. There's a lot of people that commute back and forth to work from Guelph. Am I in Toronto or Montreal? I am in Guelph. I'm in a city called Guelph, which is about an hour west of Toronto. Are there a lot of immigrants? There's a few. More than there used to be, that's for sure. But I feel like that's everywhere in Canada, especially southern Ontario. Pardon the noise, but we are walking past an active construction site. They are building a, looks like a new home on Suffolk Street. You live close to me. Oh, that's cool. I feel like a lot of people recently who have been joining the streams live fairly close to Guelph. I had someone on from Kitchener yesterday. So, you're in Montreal. How's the weather over there? Is there a lot of snow? Guelph is a great city. I lived there in the 80s. Back then it felt like a big city. You live in Edmonton. Okay, we got people from Edmonton. We got people from Oakville. Welcome everybody. Am I heading to Lindsay? I don't have any plans on heading to Lindsay. Not anytime soon. And I certainly can't walk there. You live close. Yeah, 20 degrees. Well, it's about minus, what did I say? -9. And then the wind, it's a little colder, the wind chill. But yeah, it was -19 this morning. So, I have my battery pack, so hopefully if my phone gets too cold, I'll hook it up to the battery pack. We got 74%, so we're doing all right for battery so far. It's freezing right now. I mean, when it's windy, it's certainly cold and unpleasant, but when it's, right now, it's not too bad. Do you speak French? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't. I actually kind of struggled in French class, so they put me in gym. But no, French was not my thing. But I kind of wish some days that I did learn it, but I know that one subscriber is like 5 cents. Well, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not monetized, unfortunately. So I don't get any money from this. Not yet, at least. I'm trying my damnedest to get monetized, but it's not fucking easy. I've been doing this shit 3 years. You'd think I'd be paid by now, but unfortunately I'm not. Well, thank you for the subscription. Comb over Chris. I hope I said that right. Thank you for the subscription, and there's lots of videos and streams to check out on this channel, so be sure to check out some of my other videos, and if you like what you see, leave a like, leave a comment, and feel free to join future streams. This house used to be a convenience store years ago. Comb over because I'm bald on the top. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if I was reading that right at first, but yeah, okay, that's what it is. But yeah, We're on Edinburgh Road right now, heading southbound. Approaching the intersection of Paisley Road and Edinburgh. So there's my face for those of you guys who want to see it. But yeah, right now we're heading southbound on Edinburgh. We're out of the wind, which is good. So far we're 10 minutes in. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. But yeah, right now we're just at the main intersection. This is another busy intersection. It's very busy at rush hour especially. And there's a lot of incompetent drivers at this particular intersection. So you have to be careful when you're crossing, and as a pedestrian you have to be very careful. And then when there's a spur line, a train line that runs right through this intersection basically. When the train comes, oh my god, this intersection is a clusterfuck. But yeah, no, it can be difficult some days. So yeah, right now we're on Edinburgh Road South. We're not on the south side yet, but we are heading southbound. So yeah, you hate me because I said the F word. Okay, well, I'll try to swear a little less, but again, I do sometimes. It does slip out during the stream. I can't please everybody, but you're welcome to leave your intent in the comments. Who cares if he said the F word? Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's a big deal, but some people don't like it. But again, that's life, you know. People say things that people don't like, so you know, people say things all the time that people don't like, so you know, not much I can do if somebody doesn't like it. I'm gonna get my battery pack out here. Try to, at least. Sorry about this, guys. I'm plugging in my phone. Okay. You're 11 years old. Okay, well then, yeah, I could see why you don't like the F word at that age. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. Believe me, when you get older, you'll hear it a lot more. Wait till you get to high school. That's the only word you'll hear. But yeah. No, I can understand at that age you might get, it's not very, I learned to swear at a young age, which is probably not a good thing, but I did. I was swearing by the time I was probably 6 or 7, maybe 8, so not the thing to learn, but so right now we're at Edinburgh Road and Salton Street. Salton Street is just a little dead-end road with a mechanic shop. There used to heard, I don't know if it's true, but apparently Salton Street used to run straight through and it didn't have a dead end, but I don't know how long ago it's a dead end for, but as long as I've been alive, that's for sure. Yeah, so this house, I swear, they've been putting new siding on it for 5 years. They haven't finished it. They put on that little piece and then they just left it. But yeah, we're on Edinburgh Road right now. Edinburgh Road's a busy road. Right up here, it's 2 lanes. And then further down, it's 4 lanes when you get to the south part of Edinburgh. Yeah, I apologize about the lag. Sometimes we are outside and I am on data. And this is an amateur stream, so the lag could be a problem. But I do apologize for the lag. I'm going to end the stream, though, soon. But yeah, for those of you who have joined, thank you. And again, feel free to watch some of my other streams later. There's a lot of streams on the channel. We've done about almost 20 of these, if not more. So there's a lot of streams to watch for those of you who haven't seen some of my other ones. And I basically try to walk all over different parts of Guelph and showcase the city as much as I can. Am I using Bell? No, I'm using Rogers, which is worse. But yeah, I would say Where am I walking to? Well, I shouldn't say because I don't really know. No particular place to go. We're just going. I'm just going and I'm showcasing it. I don't really have a planned route per se. Every time I plan a route, I never stick. So I just kind of go and see where I end up. But yeah, that's one thing about my streams is they're very amateur. They're very basic, you know, they're not professionally done. I don't have the professional equipment. So they're just simple streams to showcase the city and, you know, talk with the audience and check in. But yeah, so there will be times where we get laggy networks and it's kind of hard to stay tuned. So I apologize for that, but that's just complications we deal with as streamers, especially, you know, people that are out in the public walking, you know, connection can be bad at some point. Even some of the most professional walking live streamers have internet problems sometimes, so to be expected. So we're passing the second rail on this street. This is the Guelph sub, the main rail line that runs through Guelph. This is where the GO trains and the Via trains are operating through. CN also works this train line. There's a big freight train that comes through at night through this Guelph sub train line. But yeah, dogs or cats or rabbits? Well, I grew up with dogs. I live with cats now, and honestly I prefer cats. I don't mind dogs, but I prefer cats much more. Dogs I find are kind of too rangy and they're a little bit too much for me. So I'm more of a cat person. What about you? What animals do you like? Considering this stream was done through the middle of the day, it's been pretty good. So thank you to those who have turned out to watch the stream, wherever you're watching from. Yesterday's live stream, we had some people from Italy, Germany. So we have people from all over the world join these. Do you prefer dogs or cats or rabbits? What do you like? Since you asked. Good afternoon from Canada. Welcome to the stream, Michael Seguin. I think you were on the stream yesterday, so welcome back. Thank you for joining again. You have a rabbit and a dog, but cats are fine as well. Yeah, that's cool. Those are two good pets, a rabbit and a dog. I like rabbits. But yeah, I have cats right now the place where I live at now, I have cats. So, but I grew up with dogs. I had 2 poodles and I had a black lab collie mix when I was a little bit older. Yes, you're very welcome. Detour, we got a detour up ahead, but it's not for pedestrians. So I think we're gonna be safe. But yeah, for those of you guys who, you know, are concerned about the lag, I understand fully, and I apologize for that. Some things are out of my control, but yeah, I just want to apologize for that in advance. What color are they? My cats are gray. They're gray, and one's a long-haired cat and one's a short-haired cat. So one long, one short. And their names are Whiskers and Fluffy. You have 2 dogs, a husky and a Rottweiler. My sister has a husky. Rottweilers, I had a friend who had a Rottweiler. The friendliest dog I ever met was a Rottweiler. Very friendly. Loved people. But yeah. So right now we're approaching the intersection of Edinburgh Road and Waterloo Avenue. So we are approaching this intersection. Dexter is the Rottweiler and the Husky is Ellie. Oh, those are good names. I'm gonna try to run this as quick as I can, but yeah. Right, we made it. So we're almost at Bristol Street. So, you know, I was kind of talking about it yesterday and yesterday's live stream. It's been kind of hard to find regular content, you know, whether it's trains or emergency vehicles or whatever. It's been really difficult to find regular content to post. So I've been kind of relying on these streams to get, you know, get the uploads consistent and keep the views up and keep the watch time up. Live streams really help with growing the watch time. But for those of you guys who are wondering why I'm doing so many live streams, it's because I'm having a hard time finding some regular videos to film. So these live streams are the substitute, and I enjoy doing them. MG is your dog's name. That's a cool name. Do walk every day? Well, it depends. If it's cold, like really cold, I won't walk every day. But if it's mild like today or yesterday, I will certainly walk. But come summertime, and I was saying this in yesterday's stream, MJ is your dog's name. Okay, cool. That's a neat name. Anyway, as I was saying, I plan to, in the summertime, do daily streams, daily walking streams, and I hope to show more of the city in the future. So I'm planning on doing that come summertime, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what my schedules look like and what I'm doing. But if I can, I will be doing a live stream every day come summertime. But I'm going to do as many as I can through the winter. But it just may be a little bit less consistent because of weather and other factors. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this stream from the same place I wrapped it up yesterday on Bristol Street. So thank you to those who tuned in, and for those of you who missed the stream, you can come back and check it out later. Comb over, Chris, you take care. But yeah, thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day. Signing off from Bristol Street. Take care, guys.